She was born Hollywood royalty, the daughter of singer Eddie Fisher and film icon Debbie Reynolds. Carrie Fisher made her screen debut as a teenager, but a special hairdo in a groundbreaking sci-fi trilogy cemented her celebrity. Over the years, she spent screen time with cinema's biggest names. Acting is only one feather in her cap, and now she's sharing her colourful life with us in her stage show, Wishful Drinking.
Please welcome Carrie Fisher to the circle. Carrie, we are so excited to have you. Thank you so much for joining us here on the couch.
I'm thrilled to be here.
Now, Georgie and I got to see your stage show, Wishful Drinking, on the weekend, and things kept running through my mind about what motivates you, because you've been doing the show since 2006, to get up and tell your life story day after day.
Well, I make a living doing it, but I mean, I like doing it. It really is. It's connection with people, and you know, I always lived a public life. I mean, there's a line I had about my mother where I said, you know, we're designed more for public than private. But things get out. They have a way of getting out anyway. So for me, I want my version out. I don't want someone else's version of my life. The text of it usually is Carrie Fisher's tragic life. Right. Because they just go, if you just go with the, you know, the incidents, it's going to sound bad.
This particular scene in your show is fantastic. It's where you talk about your, quote, Hollywood inbreeding. And you refer to your very famous parents, there you are, Eddie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds. What I was amazed at, Carrie, I found the show thoroughly entertaining, was the way you presented the information. It's very, very honest, but you talk about some really serious issues in your life as well. You talk about having bipolar, you talk about drugs, but you then flip it on its head by saying, you know, it's like I'm talking about myself behind my back.
Well, that's the thing of, yeah, that I don't really like just, you know, when celebrities come out and just sort of tell you stuff just to tell you stuff. I mean, for me, I'm not being just a narcissistic exhibitionist. I mean, you have to get perspective on the stuff. It has to be, it's funny. I would never tell you some stories that have happened in my life while they were happening, because they really weren't funny.
But they're funny afterwards.
They're funny, and sometimes it takes longer, like waking up with a dead guy. That took a that took a long time.
But see, we can laugh about that now.
I know. I had a doctor who said to me, I presume he wasn't dead when he got in bed. He was serious.
Can I say the formula is tragedy plus time?
That's it. Yeah, Woody Allen says that. And it's just different amounts of time. But like, you know, after my friend died, anyway, he died of sleep apnea. You know what that is? It's like,
and
coupled with OxyContin use. And usually someone in the audience goes, oh, and then you just say, if you don't know what OxyContin is, ask that woman.
It involves a bit of this, doesn't it?
It involves, they call it oxycodone. It's a very strong painkiller. After that, it took the longest amount of time, because that happened on my watch, and I felt like somehow I should have saved him. And to get over that, I watched World War II documentaries, where you'd see men blown up, their arm one of them showed a man's arm goes off, they put him on a stretcher, and he goes, hang on a second, would you get my watch? So if that can happen, I can get over waking up next to my dead friend.
Carrie, a lot of people who talk about addiction and alcoholism, it has to usually be, the narrative usually has to end in recovery.
Yeah.
That's sort of the pattern. Is that your pattern?
Yeah. You know, it ends in recovery. I mean, yes, I go to 12-step stuff and all of that. It's been a struggle to, you know, sort of get upright within that. But I wouldn't be telling the story if I was high doing this show. I'd be the best poster for, like, yes, do everything. No, but I would not be able to be in my 50s and work all year. And so yes, I'm not advertising doing drugs or having bipolar disorder. It's it's something you have to keep a watch on all the time.